Too little, too late. I had a little chance to kind of summarize, understand the campaign, where we are, and what's been going on. And I think that is all I could really say. Too little, too late. What do I mean by that? Well, we could talk about the immediate game that we played yesterday. We reacted and scored 1-1. That was too little, too late. We could talk about the progress the team has made so far. Just to put it in context, we played Jamaica, who is a lot stronger than us. We had 62% ball possession. We had 17 total shots, 6 shots on target, big chances, 3. So we were dominant in all measures, I guess, against Jamaica, a top team. But still, too little, too late, because we put ourselves in a must-win scenario when, had we taken some chances before in some other games, any one of the 2 games against Curacao, if we had 2 more points, if we'd win the game instead of drawing the game, we could have been having a whole different conversation. Too little, too late. I want to go back a little bit further than that. This TTFA was installed about a year ago. They had this coach installed just about 9 months ago. And we are seeing the progress. Undoubtedly, we are seeing the progress. But too little, too late. When it comes to World Cup campaigns and trying to get your team to the highest level, you can't do it with a 1-year program. I did an extensive video. It was looking at it, it was an hour and something with Mr. Keith Lookloy, and he has some fantastic developmental tips and how to get football back to where it's supposed to be. What I will do is I'll probably go through that video and cut it up and put it in parts, because I know obviously 70 something minutes may be kind of hard for people to sit down and look at. But in all my interviews with people and understanding the structure of football and what it takes for Trinidad and Tobago to succeed, I've never spoken to somebody with as much knowledge as him, I would say. So yeah, that's definitely coming, because we need structure. We need from now to start looking 2030, 2034, 2038. We need to start doing that. And again, why I say too little, too late. Up next is the U17, the U20 male. We know at the end of this month, the women's team would start their campaign. We know what happened with the women's team. Too little, too late. We saw on social media that people were clamoring against, why is it taking so long to get a coach, one, to put a system in place. We know the issues they have with the coach leaving. Talking to the parents of some of the players at the U17 and U20, they know when the tournament is. They don't know when the camps would start. Too little, too late. So that seems to be a common thread when you consider Trinidad and Tobago football. And I was thinking about it. The World Cup supposed to be the best 32 teams in the world. The new format has expanded to 48 teams, adding 16 more teams, opening up your tournament by 50%. So some people are already considering this to be a kind of watered down tournament, because you have teams coming in that regularly wouldn't be there. We had the best opportunity in terms of USA, Canada, and Mexico not being there. We got a very favorable draw. did we really deserve to be in a World Cup? In this World Cup? Because this is 48 teams. So, so in my mind, I was thinking, imagine there's a World Cup A and a World Cup B, which is another 48 teams. That would be 96 teams. We are currently ranked at 100. So we may not have even made the B World Cup. Why is that? Too little, too late. As I say, we are definitely seeing improvements. We definitely think that the coach needs to stay on. Obviously, he needs to get some more, some additional manpower, some additional resources. But yeah, we on the way, but we wasn't on the way for 2026. We were in a dream, we were in a bubble, hoping for the best. We can't build World Cup dreams on hoping for the best and hoping on other people's results. Sad to say, but that was just me kind of considering where we are at. Probably a day after the game, and it's still kind of now settling in and now feeling it. And you know, there's the old adage, if you fail to prepare, prepare to fail. So we have seen the fruit of whatever we did before. Let's find the right structure and let's start working from the root up. Gain the correct systems in place and make sure that we have some solid options moving forward, because bringing in players and hoping that they get it right is a short-term goal. We need to have a factory. We need to have a system where we always bring in players forward. That's just my 2 cents. Really would like to hear your thoughts on it. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. And as I mentioned, I will be dissecting that video from Mr. Keith Lookloy, because if we're looking for structure, we're looking for development, this to me, and it's just my opinion, is one of the best places to start, because he definitely has a blueprint and he talks about what was happening 5-10 years before the 2006 World Cup and what they had in place. And this is definitely something that we need to implement. So if you think it has any value in what you get on this page, please subscribe to the page and let's build the family base. Yeah, the family might be hurting right now. Trust me, we are hurting right now. But we will rise again, and the Soca Warriors will make a World Cup and we will get it right. So just thought I would share that message, because we needed some level of positivity and we need to understand where we're going in the future.